Kalani here. Today we're going to fit a dishwasher. We'll go through the process. Alright, these are the tools we're going to need today. I'm going to take this door off. And taking this door off will just make it easy to get in and out of the cupboard, because you have to go pass the pipes through, etc., and it just makes it much easier. So right here, there's a little lever at the back of the hinge. You just pop that lever off. Just flick the lever. So you just flick the lever, take the door off, and set it aside. Just be careful to set it aside gently, because you don't want to scratch the bottom of the door or bang it into another cupboard. Just leave it resting there. So here's a Tritec valve. This will allow us to connect our dishwasher. We'll take this little cap off, and the dishwasher will screw on there, and we'll just turn that off. That'll isolate the water, ready for us to install the dishwasher, cold water to that. Alright, let's open up the dishwasher. Slide the box off. Turn this upside down like that. Now you've got a convenient place to chuck all the rubbish, because there's going to be plenty of rubbish. Assistant to help you get lifted off the protector down the bottom. We'll undo these hoses and the electrical cable. Tempting just to think you can rip at these cables. It's just best to untwist them, because you can do damage to the pipe if you try to tear them. Now we're ready to check to see if it's going to fit in the hole. Dishwasher heights can vary between models, so what we need to check is we need to check to see if this dishwasher will go in with the top on. This top is designed so if you're going to have this at the end of the counter and you don't have a recess like we have here, that this dishwasher, so this recess here, if you don't have a recess, this dishwasher can just go at the end of a bench. But in some cases, we need to take this top off because it doesn't fit. If it fits, leave it on, because it may as well stay on. And this one's going to fit, so no problems. We'll take this plastic off of it before we push it in, because just going to bring up the invoice number for this dishwasher. Then I'm going to get my engraver and I'm going to engrave the date it was installed and the invoice number on the top for easy reference for warranty if one day this breaks down. Here we've got this little king chrome engraver. It's battery powered. I picked it up at Bunnings, something like 20 bucks. Comes in super handy when you're fitting things. So if you put a new pool pump or something on your house, you can put the date you installed it and the details of the invoice. So then in 4 years' time, when something blows up, you'll know when you replaced it, whether it's in or out of warranty. Just makes it easier. This one's from Harvey Norman, so I'll just put on there the Harvey Norman. Cool. Right, now we're going to pass our hoses and our electrical through the hole. We've already got a hole pre-drilled from our cabinet maker in the back corner there. If for some reason you don't have one already pre-drilled, just need to get a hole saw, pop a couple holes in your cabinet. So I'm going to put the water through first because it's massive. So all the cables are through for the first bit. Now what I'm going to do is, as I slide the dishwasher in, I'm going to pull on these cables and pull up the slack. We don't want all our hoses behind here. When we push the dishwasher in, if I don't pull the slack up, they'll get kinked when the dishwasher pushes into the cavity. So as I push it in, I'm going to work these cables. Pull these cables, just like that. We're going to unpack the inside, all the little foam stoppers to stop it from rattling around while it's in transit. Got our little hose clamp, which we're going to need later. Got our instruction manual and user manual. We'll just put this in the drawer for the customer for after when they move in. Alright, so in this house, this trap already has a pre-drilled, pre-sealed spigot so we can connect to it with our discharge hose from our dishwasher. But in a lot of cases, they're not already pre-drilled. So see this is open. It's got a little cap on it. So all I need to do is put my hose onto that and tighten the hose clamp. Easy peasy. But in a lot of cases, that's not already pre-drilled. So if you look up here, that's the normal connection point. And that would normally, if this wasn't already pre-drilled like this one is, you have to drill that out. So you get a 10mm drill bit, drill that out, and be careful there's no burrs when you're finished. But in this case, we don't have to drill that, so we'll just leave that alone. I'll just clip this up here as a spare. All right. So, next we're going to connect our drain hose. We're going to go over the top of our double bowl connector pipe. We want to be mindful that the way we run this pipe, we don't want it to get any kinks. And the reason I bring it over the top of that is because we don't want the pipe to be laying in the bottom of our cupboard and potentially getting squashed by something. And also, even if it doesn't get squashed, it's nice to have it up high so it drains back to the dishwasher and doesn't just run, potentially siphon out of the bottom of the dishwasher tray. So it's important it goes up. Some dishwasher units come with a bracket that you can mount on the back of this cupboard. This dishwasher didn't come with one, so we're just going to loop it over this pipe so it's higher than the dishwasher and it won't siphon. So we'll put this on, position it so we can easily get to our hose clamp with our screwdriver. Beautiful, that's on nice and tight. We'll grab our screwdriver. That way. Now as I tighten this up, I want to make sure that the hose clamp is biting down on the hose on the inside edge of this barb. See how there's a barb here? I can feel through the rubber hose that my hose clamp's just on the edge of that barb, and that's where I want it because I want to be able to seal it up nice and tight, and I don't want this to pop off. Alright, and that's fitted nice and tight. Next, we'll connect the cold water. We just need a shifter to take that off. We've got our shifter. We're just going to take this cap off. Now we already turned off the quarter turn valve before we started, so only a little tiny bit of water is going to come out. So we'll just arrange our pipe in the cupboard so it's not kinked. Do up this. Get that nice and tight. Magical. So that's done. Now what we're going to do to finish this phase is plug it in. And again, just tuck that wire up there underneath those other pipes so it's out of the way. And just get a little rag and clean up a little bit of water that dribbled into the cupboard. That's done. Now we'll put the door back on. And the door comes off, it goes back on. Very similar to the way it came off. So there's little clips. If you look here, this little bar goes in the little groove. So a little bar, little groove, and this little bit, this is what holds it in place. This little toggle. So I start on the top one, just easy. Push, I start on the top one, pretty easy. Just push it in and clip. And then the bottom, push it in and clip. And that's it. Check it shut. Okie dokie. Now we'll finish off the install of the unit. We've pulled all the plastic and other bits and pieces out of the inside, so that's ready to go. Now we're going to get this front cover plastic off. And it's important to pull this plastic off. It might be tempting to leave the plastic on, thinking it's going to save you from scratching it perhaps. And on the one hand, it will save it from scratching a little bit. But if you leave this plastic on, after about 6 months or so, it'll be too hard to get off. And you won't be able to get it off. It's hard enough to get it off now. But once you let it sit on there for a while, then the plastic isn't as flexible anymore and it won't get it off, and then it starts to discolor. So best bet is pull it off after installation. Hopefully we can speed this up. Here we are, we're pulling the front lid off. That's done. And that's done. Magical. So we're fully complete. Push this in so it's nice and flush. So we'll give it a test run. We'll come back later and just make sure there's no leaks. But for now, the installation is complete, other than just a quick check to make sure nothing's leaking. Alright, well, that's my video, how to fit a dishwasher. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, did I say washing? Alright, that's my video, how to fit a dishwasher. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, share it and give us a like. Thank you.